So apparently, give me a moment here. Okay. So apparently it was the VPN that was causing the speed to go down. Alright, let's see. And we should be good now. So let me try again a website. I turned off NordVPN, which is problematic many times. Let's do yahoo.com, which is a heavy website, and let's see if it loads right away. As you can see, my upload speed is back to 232. And now that we are streaming, and before we continue, let me do a quick test of the speed. Alright, let's take this off. Okay. And alright. I'm gonna continue doing this in the meantime. Oh, that's alright, let's go right here. Okay. And while that test is taking place, and back here, let's just continue with this. Alright, so I'm looking for the parse string. I think that's a redundancy right there, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Just to make sure. Trim. Next line to string, trim, and okay. Let's look for the static methods. Okay. Empty. Split. Okay. To lowercase. Okay. Trim. Bystones are removed. Okay, good. And actually, I found also the not only the string class. Oh, good. Look at my upstream. It's 150 megabits per second. Great. Okay. So not only did I find the string class, but I also found. Let's go, man. Okay, what's going on here? Let's go back here. I also found the util package, which is where the scanner class is. And here we go. And so we have, here we go, the class, the calendar, the date, currency, and so much more. But locale, but I'm looking for scanner. Here we go. And that's how you started. Okay. And some of the, let's go down. Instance is what we got. Instance methods. The limiter. Okay. Guys, next, what we're looking for, next line. Okay. Not has next line, but next line. There we go. Advances can pass the current line and returns the input that was skipped. It returns a string. Yeah, so we don't have to. So we actually do not have to. Let's bring back text mate? Here it is. We don't have to do toString here. But we can do two lowercase and string. That we can do. Okay. Okay. Technically you can still use it, but you don't have to. Okay. You don't have to. Alright, because we're already using next line. So we're good. So now what we have to do is parse a string. That's what I'm going to look for. That's what we need to look for, how to parse, right? So we're going to we will review again the string class and see. Java.line. What am I looking for? Packages. Here we go. Maybe it's in the IO package, but I'm going to try. Okay. Let's look at all the methods. I want to get the parse. Car sequence. Okay. Substring to character array. Yeah, that's okay. Lowercase a string. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to do a little search here. How to parse a string in Java. We should have the answer right away, I guess. Split method, okay. Specify delimiters, okay. By spaces. Oh, look at that. And they will have to be deposited into a array. But I know there is a parse method. Maybe it was already. Parsing methods. Here it is. Oh, okay. Integer parse int converts a string to an integer, but I don't want to do that. Oh, actually, maybe we do, because we want numbers. Converts a string to a double. Okay, so this, I was suspecting that the parse method was an integer class. So this means that we first have to parse all the tokens and then do a second parsing or a second review of the tokens to compare, to make sure that if the user enter anything else that is not math related, that we take and use only the symbols that we want. So for instance, okay, this is what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, okay, let me do some notes here. Okay, so let's say somebody writes like my my4 plus no 3. We have to remove the letters, parts for all the tokens, then remove the letters, leave the numbers and the signs. And I know there are methods to do that because I used them before. And then once we have only the numbers and the signs and so on, then we can use the numbers and the signs to do the arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation. Okay, so alright, so we have to do some writing here. We're going to do some writing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so so first thing we're going to do, alright, we might want to move this sideways. Okay. Okay. Okay, so okay. Parsing operation steps. Okay. Steps. Okay. Read string. Okay. Scan string, right? And we're meant to use all this here. Okay. And let's use everything and align it to the left. Okay. So scan strings. Okay, first of all. Okay. Parse entire string. This is what we're gonna do, okay? Parse entire string. Okay, and actually, I should write it here first. So classes, and then let's use functions, no, linear, okay. Linear programming and parsing of strings. This is going to be somewhat linear programming, I think. So let's call it that. Okay. scan entire string. Let's bring this up. Okay, scan string. Okay. Parse entire string into tokens. Remove arithmetic related tokens. Okay. Remove non-arithmetic related tokens. Okay, remove non-arithmetic related tokens, and then okay. Determine first operand, determine operator, determine second operand, perform operation, display results. Okay, so that will be if we do linear programming and parsing. Okay. And this will allow us to avoid using turning numbers, because remember, some of these operators, UTF-8, 16, and so on, some of these operators, some of these letters will translate into numbers. So I have to make sure that I remove all letters from the tokens array, so that I can then use only numbers and operators, only numbers and recognize operators. And at this point, we're only using certain symbols, which, by the way, I should put some notes on that. The symbols allowed to represent these operators are for X, for addition, for subtraction, for division, we're going to use, where is that division symbol? We're going to use, or where is that? Okay, so I do not remember how to look for that Spanish division symbol, so we're just going to use that one for now. For Alright, so we'll use those. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's just put the note down here. It's a little more legible if I put it like this. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now this is more like it. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think we cover every case right there. Token. Oh, double tokens. Remove double operational tokens. Or duplicate. Okay. That's more clear and straightforward. Okay. All right. So duplicate numbers will be concatenated as a single number. So we don't have to worry about duplicate numbers. Okay. And then we have to do code examples for this thing right here. Alright, so let's copy this right here. And alright, so this right here. That's first. Okay. Let's say alright, so here I wish I had a alright, so that's move it further and maybe okay. Let me put the line. There we go. Okay, now these two are going to be locked as a single unit. Okay. I can combine the shapes. Oh boy. Let's see what this means. No, okay. Unite shapes into a new shape and remove their intersection. No, that doesn't work either. We're just going to lock them, that's it. We're just going to group them. Nothing else. Alright, so we're gonna group them. There we go. Now they are one group. Now we can move them together. Okay, good. So now, let's bring this here. And let's see a little more. Okay, so now we have okay, one programming paradigm. Okay. And then we're going to list the step for the second programming paradigm, which is going to be creating a class for each one. This one is going to take more time, so I'm actually going to try just implementing this right here first, and then we're going to see if that works. Okay, we're going to see how that works. Let me check something out here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to now try and list some code that sort of reflects this right here. And I guess we should continue on text me for that. So we're going to now try and list some code that sort of reflects this right here. And I guess we should continue on. Is that util? Text me. Let's see, where is the util? So we're going to now try and list some code. Sort of reflects Java lang that number. I guess we should continue on. Is it util? Text me. see where is the UTL. Well, you know what? I already have them here anyway. Okay, so we're going to see. We're going to now. They're part of the. Number package. Okay. So I already have the asterisk wildcard, which means all of it is anything under language. It's already imported. Okay, already. So we're gonna do it like that. And in fact, I should just do this too. For now, I'll make it easier. Number package. However, I think that there's so I already have I think that is going to I need to oh okay, so I need to do with this class. Okay, well, first we gotta use these tokens, right? This split, that's the first thing that we gotta use. Okay, that's the first thing we gotta use, because and then what we're going to do so this, okay, we're gonna daisy chain the methods, because what that's gonna do, okay, let's use it anyway. Let's make sure, because what we're gonna do next is daisy chain, bring it all to lowercase, then trim it, then split it into values. Okay, so that should create us an array of values. Okay, that's what it should do. And let's have values without dealing with indices. Okay, let's take a look. Format looks no. I don't want to do that. Okay. This right here is what will cause problems. Okay. Okay. Alright. Another thing is that we should actually be using the collection class, I believe, to create a. Hold on a second. We should be using the collection class to create. Okay. Contains a collection framework. Okay, yes, that's what we want, because we need to there we need to create a list, okay, but the kind of list that we're going to create not the array list. Oh yeah, it said it is an array list actually. But no, but not an array list, because that allows for duplicate. Oh yeah, we do need the duplicates first. Because we need to allow duplicate numbers. Okay, I was gonna say that it's gonna use a set. A set, okay? Because a set does not allow duplicates, but we are gonna need duplicates if we want to allow, say, a 44 or 555. So we're gonna need that. Okay, we are going to need that. Okay, we're going to need that. Okay, so this is what we need. Excuse me. Let's remember the methods. Okay. At all, yeah. To a collection, of course. Okay. Hash set and so on. Empty list, empty map, empty set. Okay. Fill list. Okay. Alright, so let's go back. So we'll need to declare. We will need to declare. And I don't remember that we can do it within the class as a field here as array list. Now, what I know, I don't know if these tokens are considered characters, because these tokens right here for the split, are they tokens, character tokens, or are they what? Strings? Each token is a string? Because then we will need to parameterize this array list and say string. I think that's the way it goes. I think that's the way it goes. Let's take a look. Constructors, okay. Okay, so let's do it. Let's look up the collections, declarations, and so on. Okay. Okay, where is the code for this? Where is the code? Come on now. Array list declaration. Okay, array list type. Yep. Let's say new array list. There we go. Okay. Alright, so string arrays, new array list. Okay, I haven't done this in a long time. Yeah. Type with the data type you want to store, string, integer, of course, and then to character string, we can convert it into a character string. Okay, so what we're gonna do is call it values right here. Values. Okay, and then this is our values array list. Okay, and actually a good practice is to declare variables exactly when you need them. So we're just gonna do it like this. Tokens. Okay. Okay. Linear programming. Parsing. Implementation. Code for the calculator. Alright. Okay. Alright. What the heck just happened here? Alright. Okay. A code to okay. That should be, I think this is the way it goes. I think we have to do this actually. I think we do. Okay. And then okay, array list, string list, new array list. Okay. And an initial capacity, which we don't need in this case. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah. Alright, we don't need that for now. Okay, so then there is number. There is an is number that we have to get. Okay. Let's see. There is an is number. So we're going to copy this line. Okay. let's call it is number. Okay, and then this one is called, okay, all tokens. Okay, and then we're going to his number, and then we're gonna do another one here called is operator. It's operator, okay. And so those two variables that we're seeing there, we're gonna use them later to provide the space, to provide the space for the, once we separate the tokens, the numbers from the non-numbers. See. Alright. And then we say, man, I did not want to use a while loop. I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to, I wonder if I can use a for each loop over this. I may need an iterator to do that. Let me see. I need it for each loop. For in tokens, item is number. Number. An item. And it's digit. Okay. It's digit is actually the correct name. No, add item. I think that's the way it goes. I think that's the way it goes. since we're gonna use a number of lines here, we're gonna have to do this. I hate that it keeps adding those things. Else break. Well, else continue. Continue to the next one. Else if item is I forgot. Hold on. Is digit? I forgot the package that this is in. Let me see. Is empty? Okay. Okay. So let me see the class. No, I think that it is in. I think it's in the string class. You can test. Is digit and so on. Okay, character add. Okay. Let's look for. Index is empty. Okay. Split it to. Huh. Maybe it's in the integer class. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the utility package again. Excuse me. Number, here we go. Subclasses, where's the Where's int? The string argument as assigned decimal integer. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is something we're gonna need to remember for later. Okay. You know what? I'm thinking that it's in the character class actually. I think that it's here. Okay, fields. Okay, this class has a lot of stuff. Okay, digit. 4 digit. Okay. Compare, don't forget name. Get type. It's alphabetic, there we go. Determines if the specific character is an alphabet. Okay. It's digit. Determine if the specified character is a digit. Okay, here we go. It's letter. Here we go. Determine if the specified character is a letter. Okay. Determine if the specified character is a letter or digit. Okay, they return Boolean. A space, okay. Space character, this is the long one. Okay, so it's letter. Okay, so now we know, now we have here what we want. Okay, but I think that this, okay, so this stream has gone for 1 hour, or at least we already remember where the, well, the methods are that we need. Sorry, I went away thinking about this. And so in the next stream we will review what we need to do and rearrange this. I'm gonna try not to code off camera. I'm gonna let my mind rest, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do this. Okay, because this is good stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you, and later.